What's going on, Warriors? Your boy Shinryu back again with another video. Today we're going to be discussing a bit of surprise that the devs kind of like throw out on us. And I'm sure some of you already noticed that already. That is if you actually started the game, because I know some people now will be taking the time to actually start the game, doing it at their own convenience, because let's be honest, the game has been a bit slow. So as you can see here, we're going to the event here, or we log into the game, and what we see is this the old events, rather the old update notes, expecting to have Lucky Ball, Street Art, alright, and then also the Diviner Rose that was recently announced. That's pretty much it, right? We're already close to like a week, if not a week already, since Diviner Rose was announced, as you can see, right, a week already, because we're already on the 16th, right? And then we'll log in, pretty much, trying to go right ahead to see what is, get my stuff going, because yesterday actually, typically I take my son to bed, like around 11:30 p.m. so that he can sleep off EST, and then I kind of like would then try and run my challenges and all that stuff, and then I'll just those off eventually. But we kind of slept off together, and then I didn't wake up until like 5 a.m. So I say, what, let me just try. So that means I kind of miss out on the daily rewards here. I didn't perform the guild event as well, so that kind of like sucked for a bit. And then I decided to go to try and clear the dots, and this popped up, War Dancer. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So now we have like an Elena here who's supposed to be in like her summer version. As you guys know, typically the summer version are typically lightly dressed compared to the original, but as Elena is already pretty much in like a bikini kind of like outfit. The only thing they can do is just give her some sort of like a nice beach looking more cloth wear, which not bad at all. But that's not where the main focus is. Okay, the main focus actually is Starlight. The chaotic Starlight is actually here, free, right? Almost like the developers were like, you could hear that the community was kind of moaning a lot, and I'm pretty sure they also said that no one was maybe purchasing the stuff, because I don't know anyone that's been purchasing it so far. I believe some people might have, because it gives them that edge, gives them a chance to balance, their Go My God I Cans that they can kind of push to the end, because I'm sure most characters after that they would have sort of like paid their ways through it. And of course, those who maybe for some reason think Oh My God I Can is important, maybe they were tempted as well, but I don't think there are many people that can boast to have actually paid for this stuff. Let's go to where the original stuff is here. Yeah, and I believe it's kind of appeared for like about 4 times now. So there it is, costing so much money. Do not recommend. I tell you guys, do not recommend. There are a lot of better things to sort of like purchase stuff for. The devs shouldn't be that hungry to start getting over $100 in a go for just some little stuff, right? Especially when it's going to cost a lot if you want to push a character all the way to the end. So I'm actually pleased that we actually have that free one at the very least. I'm just gonna push my Go My God I Can to like A plus. That sounds sad, but hey, that's where we're at, right? And that's you'll be definitely be getting in 7 days time. But otherwise, what else is pretty much new? The main reason I was actually going to record a video today was because I was eventually lucky. I won't say lucky, as you guys can see over here in my bag, no more stacked up gems. I used everything up. I exhausted as quickly as I could, and I believe I had over 40k worth of gems by the time everything was like used up. Plus, I already initially had about in my early 30s gems that were left, and all I got was 2 Ivory dupes. Sad, but at least we get him to triple S plus 2, so that's the positive here. So what does that mean? That means we also get a chance to work on the soul power, which I will be releasing in a separate video once I'm actually done with discussing the Elena event here. So apart from the Elena event, as you can see, the War Dancer event that's coming up soon, I don't know what to expect from this, but we can best at least expect that it won't be like the Atsukan, Ivory and Goken event. Hopefully not. I'm sure the devs are listening to that. A lot of people have started that already. But the lucky ball is here already. I already did my 5. now I have to collect what's 20. I typically what I do is I try to stack up as much as you can unlock the next level here before I actually go pull. And the last bit is the street art. Okay, so I'm going to just give you guys like a tip when it comes to street art so they can actually unlock as quickly as possible. The most important event for you when it comes to street art is going to be the arena. Okay, this arena over here. All right, and why is that? Typically, whenever it comes to street art, if you guys are already used to it by now, they typically expect you to pair up, say, like, two, or have at least maybe like two assassins, two balanced fighters, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go through everything to figure out which two are required. Okay, so we go to the first one. This one is going to happen automatically, gifting the hard gems. Now this one says two attack fighters, so you're going to have two slots in your team that's going to be for two attack fighters. Okay, two of your favorite attack fighters. Easiest one is Bison, Bison and Sea Viper if you have those, but I'm sure you can find two that you can work with. Gal is also a good contender as well. You can go over and check the next ones here. All these ones here, you're probably just going to do it passively once it just happens. Just make sure you go to your gear chat lands, and that will get you to unlock stuffs. You get 3 per day. You start to use all of them. In 4 days, you're done. Okay. All these ones as well. It's passive. Fast gains, you're gonna have to be using that. Typically, I recommend using maximum of 3, which is the free one, the 50, and you can try to use the 80 as well. But since right now, this is the least I've had in terms of gem for a long time, so I'm only going to be going for the first 2. So that's 50 at max. I might not even go for the 50 because right now I'm actually scarce with gems. Right, I need to start stacking them up. Those are only going to be doing the freeze, and I think I've already done the free for the day, so that's why you just have the 1. The bounty missions, as long as you perform that, you should be good. So now here is second set, assassin fighter. So now we're seeing attack and we're seeing assassins. Okay, you note that. The third one, we're just looking over here. This is all passive stuff. During the draft, you should be able to get some of these guys unlocked. That's where the stacking up of the A frags also works out. Once the street art actually comes through, you can sort of like get through it on time. Now this one says tank or support. Now the tank or support, I don't know if you can have one tank or one support. I believe that's what it is, because I typically have my team having Fashion Blanket, who's the tank, and Summer Yang, who's the support, and I've gotten 8 so far. I have not had 2 tanks in a row, and I've not had 2 supports in a row, so definitely that means it works. That's what I started with in my arena before I said to become more strategic. Okay, and let's see, we have the Charlie boss, and then balanced fighter. So now we have 4. So we have attack, we have assassins, we have support or tank, and then we have balanced fighters. Okay, those are the 4 categories here. So like I said before, the arcade is one thing you don't want to sleep on. I think I'm trying to see what I've done 9 here already. All right. I need to make sure I'm pairing them right, because I think I just realized that where's the last one? So we haven't done balance yet. I only have 1 of yes, was it the assassins? I think the assassins. So assassins I have 8. Okay, attack I have. So we're going to pair the attack with the assassin. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So now we'll just go right ahead back to arena. Excuse me, went to the wrong stuff. And then you have your opponents here. Okay, typically your first 3 or 4 should be easy breezy, so you have to worry about the level of the competition. But after that, you may have to do a couple of refreshes. Make sure you pair up with someone on your level. This is the close guy on my level here, and I'm not actually up to 7-6 for some reason. It says that whenever the match goes through, he balances out to this. This particular team right now, I believe this is the one. I think I've faced this guy before. And this one has the Elena with the Elena actually has the Sea Viper actually has the soul power, so they might flush my team out before my team actually does any moves at all. We're going to see if we can sort of like wrong. Excuse me. It's supposed to be here. Yeah, it's supposed to be that way. Okay, so we're going to try ahead and see how this works out. We're using Ivrio to start. If they can survive the first wave of their attack, then we should be good, because they're going to start it because they have fashion, they have beast and give. I don't think we're gonna start first at all. So I'm gonna open up survival right away. Of course, Avery is gonna take a bit of the health, and you can see already they're already clearing. You can see whenever Sea Viper attacks, she's clearing easily, and the game is already over. And then you're gonna see that Sea Viper actually has. There you go. Sea Viper has the soul power, so that makes her extremely strong. Unfortunately, that's the only lower team that I'm getting right now. Because like I said, I faced that team before. If I don't see Beast Zangief, I have a bit of hope. So this one's a bit different here. They're way more powerful than my team. I'm going to try this just for the sake of it. And after that, we're just going to just build until when we have like a better team. But I want him to pretty much just let you know that you want to be strategic when it comes to doing your arenas. Forget about winning for now. You just want to make sure you can get those rewards as quick as possible. So select team based on that. See, they're sort of taking out my team, but I don't know if I can survive. We're still sort of pushing, but it's 1-on-1 right now. Oh, it's 1-on-2 actually. So we're not going to win this. That's definitely the case. I don't know why I don't know why it paused that way, but we kind of tried. We came close. We have to, SS characters, one SS plus, they're on S, and of course the rest is what it is. But yeah, that's what you want to be doing over with that. That way you clear out the event as quickly as possible. I'm gonna just recommend over there. Otherwise, what else is there? Like I mentioned, there's nothing else that I think I noticed. Just the Lucky Ball, the War Dancer, Street Art. The rest is limited time is almost over. If you haven't done it, we're getting in 4 days should be done. But I'm sure you would have because you want to get all that over there. So next thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be sending out, shooting out the video where we're going to actually see how many of this, soul core that actually is required when you're trying to get your character to soul power if you haven't actually done that already. But at least that way you can sort of like start stacking up for your next soul power character if you haven't taken note of that, or you can just freestyle it either ways. But just something fun to see how much better Avery you can get with a 2-star. Okay, and then otherwise that's pretty much it for me for this particular event here. War Dancer event is coming up in a few days. Hopefully it's going to be an interesting event. Otherwise it's been your boy Shinryu Yu. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.